Hello, everybody. I'm here. Just got finished with the premiere, and I promised Tammy that I would pull a card for her. So I'm just waiting to see who gets over here with me. If you're here, let me know you're here. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me where you are, who you are, and where you're from, and let's get this rolling. We're going to be doing. If you need any cards, hey, Kata, if you need any cards pulled, I'll be more than happy to give you a reading for $11.11 US. Okay, so hey, Tammy, very good. All right, give me a second. Let me finish writing this, do this housekeeping stuff. Uh, okay, let's get this written. Okay. Hey, Juanita, hi, how are you? Hey, Ann, hi, how are you? Miami, I got Colorado, right? And Tammy's from Alabama. Tell me where y'all are from, so we can get a shout out. And if you want a oracle reading, super chat is available, $11.11 US. Tammy. So let's see what we can do. Can y'all hear me? Let me plug this in. Okay. Hello, everybody. Kata and Tammy, Juanita, Juanicia, Athena. Hello, everyone. I hope everybody can hear me. Okay, good. Tammy. Okay, you're here. Hey, everybody, just let me know where you're from, and I'll give you a shout out. Tammy, let's see what we're going to do for you today. Tammy, did you want to what do you want to know? Hey, oh, Ann's from Queens. Shout out to New York in the house. Yay. Um, Tammy, what is it that you want to know about your relationship with your husband and your friend? Just make a comment and I'll see what we can get. And tell me if there's a particular deck you want me to use. Romance Angels or Daily Guidance, or the answer is simple or whatever. What do you need to do? Okay. Well, we already spoke about what I think you needed to do is to start to work on some mental health counseling. Since you have insurance through Medicare and Medicaid, I guess, then you should be able to get some mental health screening right now while you still can, while we still have the Affordable Care Act. And work on your self-esteem issues. And if you know that you have that you're clinically depressed, right? Okay, so make sure that you're doing that. Okay. And make sure you're telling your counselor everything that you're experiencing and feeling. Okay, so I know you want to know what you need to do, but what do you is this about your romantic relationship? Like, is there a choice? Do you want to go back to your husband? You want to go back to your husband? Or you don't know whether you should? Is that the choices? All right. No. All right, Tammy, what is it that you want to know? What are you debating? Thank you, everybody. If you're in here, please give me a thumbs up so that other people will know that I'm here, and that these sessions can go higher into the algorithms. While I'm sitting here waiting for you, Tammy, to formulate what it is, I was shuffling the romance angels. You just want to be happy. Okay. Well, the card that flew out from the romance angels says getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost secrets to each other, your bond deepens. So that could be the first thing I got from that for you is as you get to speak to your counselor more and you get deeper and deeper, then you'll get closer to your answers. Okay. That's what I got from that. Also, it could be maybe you need to speak to your ex and tell him how you're feeling. And speak to the person that you're with right now and let them know how you're feeling. Okay. But if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're living with them and you haven't had sex in over a year, the next card that flew out of here says children. Your love life is affected by children. I don't know if that's relevant to your situation. Okay. But if you're in a relationship with someone and you're living with them, okay, so you think that the man is cheating on you, and is that why you're depressed right now? Well, if you haven't had sex with him in over a year and that's by your choice, what would you have him to do? Is it your choice that you haven't had sex in a year? Is that something that you chose, or is that something that he chose? Or is that something that both is just happened and you're not talking about it because you don't care about sex? It just happened. So this is something that neither of you have talked about. It's just happened and the days have rolled into a year now. So maybe that is the main problem, is that you all are not talking about the pink elephant in the room, right? Because if you're not being intimate with him, that may be his excuse for going outside of the relationship, if he indeed has, right? So even if we found out, please, I got 6 people in here, only got 3 thumbs up, folks. Could we please just hit the button, give us some thumbs up? Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Okay, so like you said, it just happened. So then that's the problem right there. If you're not talking about it and you're not being intimate, then you're going to drift apart. And he may not be having anything else going on outside of the relationship. But because of your mindset, you may be projecting onto him what you're feeling. You're just together, right? So if you're just together, then why shouldn't he be having sex with someone else? If you're not showing him love, if you're not showing him intimacy, and you're just together, then you're just roommates. So why shouldn't he be having sex with someone else? Let's look at this objectively. They're human beings too. They have needs, just like we do. So we have to be fair. Neither is he. Neither is he what? He's not having sex with you, or he's not talking about it. Maybe he thinks you're cheating. If you haven't thought about it, if you haven't talked about it, you don't know what he's thinking. I mean, can't read minds, can you? I mean, maybe you can, but that's a lot to be reading the mind of the person that you're living with. That would take up a whole lot of space in your day. Sex is an integral part of a relationship. Okay, he's not talking about it. Well, he's not talking about it. Who's he going to talk to? Himself? If you're the one, if it's bothering you, you can bring it up. You can bring it up. there's no rule that says that you can't say, listen, Leo, let's have a seat. Let's talk about this. What's going on? We haven't had sex in over a year. Is there a particular reason for that? And then let it go from there. You can say, yeah, there's a reason because you won't let me touch you. Or he could say, well, you know, yeah, you said I'm here. I know you're here. Okay, but what I'm saying is that you got to talk, Tammy. You have to broach the subject, or take him to counseling with you, and talk about it in front of the counselor. But you can't just sit on it and then suspect that he's being untrue. Mm. Hello. Excuse me 1 second. Hello. This is Patty. Yeah, I eat fish. I don't know it. I think I remember it though. Just tell me the name of the block. I know I have to go a strange way. Okay. Hmm. Okay, because if I go down Prince, that yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. 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 All right. I'm in the middle of Facebook. I mean, YouTube Live. I'll get back. I'll call you when I'm on my way. Thank you. Bye. I'm so sorry, folks. And I'm sure my girlfriend's information just got all over the internet, and that's not cool. So, Tammy, let's see. So, for him, he's stuck on himself and everything about his family and his kids always. Okay, so children are affecting it. All right. So there is children are affecting. Okay, so he's stuck on himself and everything is all about his family and his kids always. Okay. And you've been with this man what, 11 years? Has this always been this way, or has this been this way over the last year and a half or year since you all haven't been having sex? Has his focus, has he always been stuck on himself and has always been focusing on his family and kids? Or has this been something also that has progressed over time? Hmm. Got 5 people in here, still got 3 thumbs up. Does thumbs up cost money for people on their channels? Because it doesn't cost me anything over here. I'm just asking. Uh, uh, okay. So he was away in prison for part of this time. Kata, don't laugh at me. I mean, I just don't get it. If I go into somebody's chat, I hit thumbs up as soon as I get in there. I mean, what else? You know? I don't get it. It doesn't cost anything. Um, all right, Tammy. He went to prison. Okay. So while he was away, since he's been back, let's go here. Tammy, when did he get back from prison? 2 years. Okay. So he was away and he's back 2 years. And for 1 year out of these 2 years, you all have not been having sex. So maybe that message was for you. Kata, Jesus help me. Hmm. Tammy, perhaps you don't know that though. You don't, because you don't know what goes on in jail. And I worked there for 23 years, and I can tell you, situational homosexuality is real. And if you're with a woman and she's not having sex with you, okay, you know, like I was telling somebody the other day, I had some men friends, old guys that were old enough to be my grandfathers, fathers and grandfathers at the time, and they said it's a poor mouse that ain't got but one hole. Now, what does that mean? Because I was young and I needed to ask that, because I think I was like in my 20s when they said that. I was like, what is a if one person's not going to accept him, then somebody else will. If the mouse can't get into the hole on that side of the wall, then he's going to run around and go to the hole on that side of the wall. Now, a hole's a hole, a toe is a toe for some people. Kata. Okay? You don't know, but you're not going to know until you have a conversation, Tammy. Because if you don't have a conversation, and this, okay, you were drawn to be the first person here for this reading today. I didn't know I was going to do it. You didn't know I was going to do it, certainly. I come downstairs, and the first person in the chat is you. Maybe God's trying to tell us something, that this is something that maybe you need to figure out. It'll work itself out. How is it going to work itself out if you don't talk about it, Tammy? Listen, when he comes in tonight or wherever you see him, turn on this video and just watch it around him and see what his reaction is. Maybe that'll help broach the conversation. Because I mean, things are not going to work. It just said that in the reading. Things are not going to work itself out if you don't talk about it, right? And if that's not the situation, at least you'll get some conversation going, right? Nobody can, what does the song say? Lean on me. No one can help your problems if you don't let them know that there's a problem. It's not going to work itself out. The tools are there for you to work with it, but you have to take the initiative. Take him to counseling with you. Show him this video if you want to. Show him another video or something, or talk about it. You have to be willing to have the conversation. If you're not willing to have the conversation with somebody that you are sleeping in the bed and closing your eyes at night, then how can you not want to talk to the person that you're trusting in to wake you up if there's a fire in the middle of the damn night? If he's your partner, then act like he's your partner. Even if this is brand new today, just say, listen, let's start this new. I have a problem. We haven't had sex. Is there something that I need to know, or is there something else I need to do, or what? Because he's all man and I ain't worrying about sex. Well, if he's all man, he is worrying about sex. And if he ain't getting it from you, and he's all man, like you saying, then he's going to get it somewhere else. So if he's not getting it from another woman, I'm not saying that he's gay. I'm not saying that he is messing around with another man, nothing like that. I'm just saying you got to get the conversation started. And if you're not worrying about sex, then why are you even caring whether or not he's touched you and y'all have had sex in a year? You're probably depressed because that's a whole lot of energy built up that you are not releasing. Sex is not just for men, it's for women too. We have systems, we have bodies that need to be attended to. And it may not be the intercourse part, but for some situations, the only way you can get some affection from your partner is through sex, which that is another problem that needs to be addressed. But if you're not even getting that, then there will be, your mind will drift off places, and you'll start thinking about things and putting two and two together and coming up with five, you know? There's something that needs to be released. And if you have a situation where sex is an issue for you, just generally outside of the situation, then you have to work on what it is that you need to work on to get past that problem that you're having sexually. You asked him if he's having sex with anyone else, and he said no. And that's it. That's it. Any man's gonna tell you no, whether they are or they aren't, honey. There are men who have sex with their wives every single day and have sex on the way to work, on the way home. Just because they say they're not doing it doesn't mean that they aren't. I'm not trying to put anything in anybody's head. I'm just saying, if you believe him and you're okay with not having sex, and you're okay, and you think that he's okay with not having sex, then you should be happy. He's with you 24/7. Is he in the room with you right now when we're talking? Hi, Divine Empress. How are you? Thanks for coming. He's in the room with you right now? Okay, then, Tammy. Then I don't even understand why you on here talking to us. You need to be talking to him and saying, what's the deal, dude? Divine, your Leo's not communicating? Right. Neither is Tammy's, and neither is mine. So, like I said, this is the season. This is what's going on right now. We're not all alone in this. That's why this, thank God for YouTube, okay? That we have this community. It's not just, your particular situation, the situation. That's why we can give general readings for the collective, because other people all over the world are having the same challenges right now. Tammy, Tammy, first of all, you sound like you need to make a phone call and speak to somebody directly, like someone that you can actually, that you can hear them, they can hear you, because when you get information over the text like this, you don't get the nuances in people's voices and stuff. And I think that you need to make a phone call to, like, I'm not saying you're suicidal. I'm just saying that's a 800 number for suicide prevention hotline and that type of stuff. You may need to, I would suggest that you make a phone call like that, Tammy, so that you can get someone close by, or go see your counselor or make an appointment for that, or turn around and talk to your Leo and say, listen, I'm having a hard time. I'm not feeling good. I'm depressed right now, and I need to know what's going on in this relationship. Does it matter to you that we're not having sex? And if not, then why? Because I'm not medical certified, anything like that. I can't even give you mouth to mouth, because I'm all the way over here. So I'm not qualified to do anything except give you some advice and see what spirit says. Let me get a numerology card. Maybe that'll give us some direction on where to go with this, Tammy, because you are having a problem with your relationship about non-communication, and your man is sitting right there. I wish. I wish. I would give $100 for my man to be sitting right here so we can have this conversation. Okay. Financial discipline. All right, 48. Is there some money problems there? Somebody not working, not bringing in enough money That could have you depressed. Number 9, completion and a new beginning. Something happening with your finances. Somebody lose a job and they're getting ready to start something new, or they're looking for a new job, or you're waiting for some benefits or something to come in. Tammy, does that mean anything to you? Mm. In the meantime, if anybody has any questions, they like me to pull some cards, I'll be doing that for $11.11 US dollars. All right, your daughter. All right, you need a roommate or you'll move. Okay, so maybe you'll find a roommate. So is that why you are tripping awake on your boyfriend, because he doesn't have any problems as far as shelter goes, and you are feeling a little nervous about needing a roommate, and you are directing your frustration towards the situation? Because really what you need is maybe a man that's going to be there and help you pay the bills. You think it has nothing to do with him, but that might be why you're a little testy about the relationship. That would be nice. So since you're done with Mr. 30 years younger on the ship, yeah, okay, make that the excuse, because you knew he was young when you started. Your daughter told you that it wasn't a good idea. We all told you that, okay? But you wanted to remain in this because you knew better than the rest of us. So now, refocus your attention off of Mr. Love Boat and look for someone. It wasn't unconditional love, honey. You were infatuated. Yeah, you learned a lot. What did you learn? What did you learn awake? Because your daughter didn't like him. You insisted. We found out that he was indeed, that you all indeed were twin flames. So that was established. So if you learned a lot, then you should be learning that you should be doing the work on yourself, which you said earlier you don't have time for. But all right, do some work on yourself and look for a roommate. And hopefully it'll be a man that you can have sex with. And you don't have to put an age limit on who you have have as a roommate, because now you know that you can get along with someone who's 30 years younger. So you learned that. You learned that you don't have to put an age limit on a roommate. So go down to the college and stick up a thing on the board and tell somebody they can have a room for spring semester. Take it from there. Okay, so you started performing because of him. Very good. So something good came out of the relationship. You can still be friends with him. You can see him when he gets off ship, or every couple of months y'all can rendezvous and be friends. But get a roommate, make it a man, make him younger, have somebody pay that rent. You're not even talking. Okay, so then awake, let's move on. All right, get a roommate. If you're not even talking to him, just go ahead and get a roommate. Okay, so like I said, go down to the college or go down to the 55 plus club. Put up a sign, tell, with the phone number to call. Don't make it your house number if you have a home phone. I don't know. And see what you get. At least you'll meet some people in the meantime, and you make a decision before the rent is due. Get 1 month upfront security and last month's rent, and you're good. Okay, good. You're on it. Now, back to Tammy. All right. Very good. I'm glad I was able to help Awake. Thank you. Yes, very good. Thank you. Tammy, did you ask your boyfriend if he's willing to have a conversation right now about what's going on between the two of you? If you're still here, Tammy. Thank you, Awake. Have a great day too. And feel free to make a super chat donation, Awake, for all of the questions that you and I just went through for the last year. Just saying, if you think about it. Is Tammy gone? Did she leave me? Oh, man. All right, Tammy. Well, I hope that you see this and that you and your friend try to have a conversation. And like I said, 3131 when I said that. Try to have a conversation and discuss these things. If not, take them with you to the your counseling session next and have that conversation. You know, talk about what's bothering you. And even if you don't know what's bothering you, just talk. If you can't express yourself in words, play some music, find a song, play it on the you know, on your CD player or whatever you have, whatever your music is. Maybe you can find a song that speaks to your heart, and maybe your friend can find one too, and that's how you all can communicate. You gotta be creative about things. Sometimes it depends, you know. Individuality. Each situation calls for its own circumstances, right? So, like, we all have different love languages. Each relationship has its own love language. Bottom of the deck, 7, personal growth. Yes, Ashe. Everybody's relationship is different. We all have our own love languages within our relationship, our own love language and our partner's love language, and also the love languages of our children and other people around us. So we have to learn to try to understand each other's love language. What is the best means to get to an understanding, or to get the person to open up so that at least you can start to talk? You just, oh, look at the bottom of this deck, accept love. You just have to be willing and have a desire to do it, and just believe that it will happen. Pray about it. Pray about it. Ask your ancestors, ask the divine to help you as you struggle in this relationship. Okay. I got stopped, just jump out. So maybe it's time for me to stop. Maybe that's what they're saying. Because maybe I've said enough. And no sense in beating my gums if somebody's not going to listen. Okay. This is about being our best selves. And it's a spiritual journey. It's not about a romance. It's about being, hey, Katrilla, where you been? It's about being your best self, trying to be your best self, and trying to get a closer relationship with the divine, and to allow your actions and your deeds and your thoughts to try as much as you can on a regular basis to allow the spiritual being to get as much sunlight as the human being. All right. Let the weighted shoe. Hey, Plum.
777 just called your number. Let your light, let your actions be an example and a testimony about the spiritual journey that you're on. If indeed you're on a spiritual journey. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're just, you heard the twin flame thing and you figured, oh, this is a good way to explain why me and my man ain't together, or why I've been pining behind somebody for years. You know, the human mind, just like, thank you, Joe. Thank you. Just like the creation story, just like Persephone, just like all of the Greek myths and legends and the different stories in the scriptures, they're all types and shadows and metaphors for other things. They're all the way human beings try to explain their universe, the universe around them, certain activities, certain things that happened. They couldn't explain it, and so they made up an explanation. So maybe that's, for some of us, what this whole divine masculine, divine feminine, twin flame journey is about. Is psyching ourselves out of feeling like we're alone, or that we failed at a relationship. Plum, I saw you wrote something, but I'm not sure. It says the message was retracted, so I can't see it. You can ask what's next for me in your career. Yes. The questions today are 11-11. That's what I'm asking for. And I'll be more than happy to pull some career life path cards for you if you'd like. Yes, yeah, you deleted it because you didn't spell it right. I got you. Yeah, but Super Chat is available for $11.11. So as soon as you put it on the books, we can get started. And I'm not going to be here too much longer. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to use the life purpose and the past life. Okay. No problem. Could you please put the 11-11 on the books, please, and then we can get started, dear? All right. And Plum 777. Oh, that's past life. Hey, Midnight. And a career and life purpose. Oh. This box is always a problem. You're part of the world. Super chats don't work. Okay. Here we go. Southern Africa. Okay. Okay. All right. So we got a card from the past life for you. Okay. But whenever you have a chance, you can go to, do you have PayPal in South Africa? You can go to PBTAL7 on PayPal and you can make a donation. I appreciate it anytime that you are available for that. Orphan. The first card that came for you from the past life was orphaned. Let's see what's coming from the career, but we'll look at that. Oof. You can do it next time or you can do it later on tonight, okay? PayPal, look for PB Tarot 7. That's my Gmail address. And you can make a donation. And that'll be fine. Hope you're subscribed to the channel at least. That would be helpful also. Yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. Interesting. And hopefully you gave me a thumbs up when you came in this room too, Plum. That's helpful also. Life is enhanced by yoga. Swaziland. Okay. The next said, I'm on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Yoga. Well, actually, I'll be honest. This could be me because I was getting ready to say, you know what? Maybe this needs to be the end of me doing this because this is really becoming very stressful. And a few people on YouTube have shut down their channels. And I've seen that lately. And I don't want to do that. But this is exhausting. Really is exhausting. And this is a lot of responsibility when you care about it and you're trying to be honest with people. Katrilla, thank you so much. $20, $19.99. I appreciate it, Katrilla. I wasn't saying it for you to do that, but I appreciate it. But I'm saying, you know, it's like, but anyway, keep doing what you're doing because it's working. And yoga, your life is, are you doing exercising and whatever? Yeah, I do what makes me happy, and I do what spirit leads me to do, but I also don't appreciate the fact that people take advantage of my gifts and my energy. This is reciprocal, just like in any relationship. And I'm not getting on you, Plum. I'm just, since this conversation is going that way. And I love what I do. And well, do you exercise, that kind of stuff? Do you do stretching? If not, then they're saying that may be what you need to do. When I first started this, and I was talking to my twin, and he was like, well, how much are you going to charge people? I was like, well, you know. I don't want to ask people for a lot of money, you know, for this. And he kind of got a little funky with me about it. You know, he didn't say anything, just like made a face. And then he asked me about it a few months later, and it's like, you really need to charge more for what you do. Yes. But I'm thinking, well, you know, I'm just going to be, I'll just do as spirit leads, and, you know, all these things will be added on to me. But I'm doing this work, and I don't have to because I am retired. But I do it because I love to. But it does take a lot of energy. And if I'm not receiving benefits financially along with the spiritual gifts, because the spiritual gifts, thank you, God, they increase over and over and over, and I'm so grateful for them. But also, there's an energy exchange that needs to go on. People can make donations, they can send gifts, they can do super chat. So I guess I'm like at the point where, like, why am I spending all of this energy, having all of this tension with me and my family and my, you know, twin and everything else, and I'm giving all this energy and not, I can do readings in my community and do better financially if this is about that, and I'd still be doing what it is that God has me to do. But since this is the way I was led, and this is the way I'm led. Well, I don't know what's going on with that in the other developing companies. Plum is saying that they should have an a way to make the payments for people in less developed countries. They actually just started letting um, a lot of countries get broadcast, and the only reason you're able to see me is because I bought YouTube Prime on the first. My son and I got it, and so now I guess it'll go out to more countries, which is wrong. It should have always been doing that, whether you pay for Prime or not. But that's how they're making their money. So YouTube, Katrilla, you put another $20 on there. Thank you, Katrilla. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't do this for you to do that, but thank you. And I'm going to take care and I'm going to give you a reading. It doesn't. You didn't upset me, Plum. You don't have all the platforms. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, they just started the other day. Like I was able to see that. Oh, now I can be seen in Panama, and these. I'm like, how come I'm not getting that? But that's what it is. So no, I'm not mad at you. I'm just venting because I've been having this. I've seen people over the last month or two, and I know part of it is because people are getting frustrated with this twin flame thing too. All right. Plus, it's been a retrograde and everybody's testy, including me. So I apologize. This is Aries season. And so I'm doing the I am right now, right? That's what's happening. It's Aries season and I'm doing the I am right now. Very interesting. Wow. And I'm not even an Aries. Ugh. Y'all know I'm not an Aries. But that's what's going on. That's what this is right now. This is asserting myself, standing up for myself. It's all right. I'm good. Anyway, yoga. You said that do you don't really do yoga. Well, I guess it's saying that you may need to be doing some stretching and exercising. See if you're not doing that already. Maybe it's just talking about getting to the gym, or maybe it's telling these both might be for me to get off my butt and go and take a walk. Okay, to get the clear answers, they're saying that you should turn to yoga because this is going to increase your confidence and your intuition. And that may help you to find out what your career path should be if you do some meditation. Okay, so that's what it's doing. This saying that maybe you should be doing some meditation. Okay, because for a few people, when they get this card, it'll indicate a career involving yoga. But for others, it could just be that you would be teaching this to a specialized group like pregnant women or elderly people. Or it could be talking about opening a yoga studio or creating yoga inspired clothing. But what it is, you need to practice life affirming exercises and stretching. Ask your angels to lead you to the best teacher who will be better able to enhance and support your practice. So more meditation, and that should be able to increase your intuition and your confidence and help you. Okay, so by you coming and asking this question today, that was the right path. Okay, so let's do meditation and yoga, okay, and see where that takes you. Okay, Plum? All right, Katrilla. Okay, Kata says she does yoga and she loves it. And there's yoga videos, I believe, on YouTube. You're welcome, Plum. And thank you and forgive me if I was sharp with you at all, because it was not meaning to be. I'm just like exhausted between you just came at the wrong time because I just got finished dealing with another person who has taken a lot of energy and very, very. I guess I just got exhausted with them. Bless you too, baby. Bless you too. All right, Katrilla. Let's. Oh wait, this orphan came for Plum too. Let's see what that's about. Okay, so this talks about abandonment issues. Okay, in the past life, they may be creating um, fear or isolation issues for you in this life. So it doesn't mean that anybody abandoned you in this life. If they did, then that's one thing. Or if you were adopted, that's another thing. But this is about a past life. Um, it also talks about someone that may have had to develop survival skills at a young age, whether you were abandoned or not. Sometimes we can live in a home with two parents, but you got to find a way to fend for yourself because of the outside circumstances around you. Um, but it also leads to you pushing down emotions. Okay, so you raised your siblings, so that's it. You're very independent. You became the parent, and you pushed down your own desires because you were focusing on other people. Ashe, I love spirit. See? Okay. Most likely, this card is a reminder to acknowledge that your true parent, your true mother, your true father, oh, she's got tears, is God. You are also reminded that you have a family of choice that consists of friends and other loved ones, including your pets. In spiritual truth, it's impossible to be an orphan. Your true heavenly parent is always with you. If you do tend to isolate yourself, you may benefit from seeking compassionate support from a 12-step emotions anonymous group or a qualified counselor. Ashe, thank you. And I'm glad that this came out. And I hope that Tammy watches this later because I think that this may be indication about her situation also. Okay. You can't, you have to remind yourself that you're never alone because God is always with you. Spirit is always around you. You're welcome. I'm hoping that that helps, Plum, and maybe that's my redemption for being a meanie a little bit ago. But yes, even if we live in a home with two parents, if one of the parents or both of the parents are involved in drinking and drugs, or they have other outside interests, if they're a philanderer, parents do things and don't think the kids are affected by it because everything's good, the bills are paid and the food is there and things like that. But there are other things, that happen and children feel that, you know? Okay. Yes. Oh goodness. Yes, it did. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad it did. And I'm thanking you too, Katrilla. Yeah. Um, yeah, maybe that applies to you too, Katrilla. Or all of us, or many of us, you can have two parents in a household and think that, you know, you've done better than your parents did because they were divorced or they were involved in other things. But if there's no love in the household and no proper communication, you're not fooling your children. You might fool people outside, but the people inside your house. Thank you. Okay, Plum said I wasn't being mean. I was asserting myself. Thank you very much. Um, People outside your house might think that you're Ozzie and Harriet. And for those of you who don't know who that is, Google it. I ain't got time. They may think you're Ozzie and Harriet, but your kids know you're not. And they grow up, and whether they ever say a word to you or not, it is going to color the way they interact with other people and in their loving or love relationships. Okay, so I'm going to pull for Katrilla now. So I'm going to get a card from the life purpose, the career, and romance. And we'll see what Spirit says after that. Okay? So, Katrilla. Yeah, sometimes you only have one parent, and sometimes that parent is so busy working or so busy because they have their own issues and their own disappointments and their own heartaches that they can't focus on the child, and it affects the child. And I'm saying that myself because I think that I did that. I did do that to my child inadvertently, not meaning to, under no circumstances. Anyway, so Trilla, the first card that came for you was trust and faith, and that is from the past life oracle. All right, let's see what we can get from the life path. Strength. Strength, Katrilla. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Trust and faith. Katrilla, one more. Yoga, and you're on the right path. Both fell out together just now. Now that's crazy. Okay, so let's just say you're on the right path, Katrilla, and you know that you need to do more meditation and praying and set up your ancestral altar if you haven't done so already. Anybody that's watching this, anytime, telling you, a large help, a big help. It's another tool to get your help manifest quicker. Yes, it has, right, Controller? Very good. It helps manifest so quickly because they're grateful that they're getting the attention finally. For how many hundreds of years no one has paid attention to your ancestors, and now here you come. They're grateful, and they're going to pull out all the stops because thank you for somebody remembering us. Think about it, folks. Just saying. Creative expression, Katrilla. Your soul learns to express itself creatively. Now you know that you are artistic and creative. I'm speaking like this because Katrilla is my moderator, and she's a subscriber, and we text and quite often. So you have a creative gift. We know that already. And it says your soul longs to express itself creatively. And I've told you before, that is your calling. Katrilla takes photographs of clouds, and when the photo there's images. I've seen it myself. She's taken a picture and said, "Look at what I just," and then I can see the image that she just took. I don't know. I don't know what camera she uses or whatever, but that's a gift, and it's discernible. You can't deny that you've seen this image, and some of them look like people. She took one the other day, and it looked like that fellow, Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, she showed it to me. I was like, "What?" And it was the day that he passed. You never know, folks. Don't take your gifts for granted. So, creative expression for Katrilla. I don't even need to go this. This is, you know what you need to do. You need to work on that creative, that art, the artistic talent that you have, and understand that all of the things that you, Katrilla, maybe you need to do. Oh, okay, a photo journal of your life, even though it's already happened. But maybe you can find images and pictures in the street and whatever of little girls and little kids and teenage, all those little things up until now, and like make a journal and narrate it, like make it like a kid, a children's book or a teenager's book. That's what they just told me to tell you, Katrilla. It's like a picture book, but for teenagers about your journey and how you felt. I don't know. So that's what just came. A book for teenagers. For teenagers and young women. You get it? Okay. Oh, you got that too? Well, then that is a confirmation. And I guess you would need to start getting busy on it because I don't know where that came from. But yeah, that's what it is. And you better hurry up and do it because this video is going to go out all over the world. Somebody else will copyright that idea and steal it from the both of us. Turn your pain into monetary gain. What you've been through, make it a picture book so that other teenagers, other young ladies, other young mothers know that they're not alone. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. That came from the romance angels for you. Nope, that's not talking about your relationship with your friend. This is talking about your relationship with spirit, your talents. Work on that. Give yourself a chance. That might be life changing for you, Katrilla. They just said that's going to be life changing if you could do that. No, it wasn't a random thought. She says, I thought it was just a random thought. No, honey, it wasn't a random thought. It was a message. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you, Ego. Katrilla, you've been looking for an answer, and that is it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Mm. Mm. Wow. Iba lodo mare lojo ni mojiba atiwa ojo iba atilaruni ba iba lone ba o batoto tof na le ye no le mojiba. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, blessed the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. I will look to the hills from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord who made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. Yea, he that keepeth Israel does not slumber. He that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from now and even forevermore. Amen. I love you too, Katrina. Wow. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Mm. Divine Mother, Father God, I'm so grateful for the ability to respond to others with genuine, loving concern. And I thank you that you've given me the willingness to lend an empathic ear. And the stories that I hear prompt me to help those who show a need. And I am so grateful for the memorization skills and the communication skills to communicate these messages freely and effectively. Thank you. And with these gifts, dear Lord, may I continue to be able to spread your messages of love to those who yearn for hope and true understanding. Amen and Ashe. Amen. Okay. See, I can't be messing with y'all. My girlfriend is waiting for me with some salmon and sit down and talk because I need to get out the house and do something. So, Katrilla, give that a chance. Okay? Give that work a chance. Codependency. Your relationship concerns are affecting your spiritual life as they are mine, as all of us. And so we need to get on our jobs and do what it is that God has us to do. Do you see how quickly Spirit came in to check me, to show me that it is something that I get out of this? Mm, mm. That is the gift. And if it wasn't, I wouldn't be sitting here boo-hooing like a big baby. But being able to help somebody does make me happy. And even if it doesn't pay as much as it should, or as other people think it should, or as other people, my hope is built on nothing else but doing what it is that God has for me to do. Because He, she, universe has blessed me so, so beautifully from where I came from the life I've had to today, to be able to sit here and say to you all, not even 60 years old, that I don't have to do anything else and my bills will still get paid and I'll still have food to eat because I put in the work, because the opportunity was there. And even though I didn't want it, I took it. Thank you. Even though I was afraid, I took that job because I wanted to make sure that I could provide for my child. And so I have. And I found a way to make it work. And so maybe that's the message too for me today is to not be afraid, because I have gone into the belly of the beast. Oh my gosh, this whale and Jonah and all of this has been coming around. Hell yes. Oh, and I made it through that. So if God can get me through that, what can't God get me through? Amen. Anyway, I'm sure somebody will be on here talking bad about that crazy lady who was crying on everything. I gotta get out of here. So, I'm sorry, that was not professional. So anyway, um, work on that for yourself, Katrilla, and I'll give you a reading. Um, later offline because I gotta go. I need to get off. Juanita Caraway, hi, thank you, honey. Thank you. I'm sorry, but I gotta get out. I gotta just give myself a moment. And don't forget to, you know, like this video, and don't forget to watch the premiere that we were all watching of the last video I did with those messages for the divine masculine and divine feminine. All right. It is love. Thank you, Katrilla. And one of these days, when I got time, and when I'm not going to be, well, when I, at least when I have enough Kleenex and I'm not dabbing my eyes with paper towel, we'll talk about that journey. Okay, my journey, my story. Okay, guys. All right, so tell your friends, and I'll be talking to you all real soon. Okay, and if I don't see you all for a few days, don't feel no way about it. I just gonna need some time right now. Okay, we'll see. They might wake me up tomorrow and come back in this evening and tell me to get back on and deliver another message because somebody needs to hear something. So be well. I love you guys so much. Katrilla, thank you so much for everything today. You've done more than you know, and I appreciate it. Okay, and thank you, Kata, Juanita. Enjoy my fish, right? And Plum, thank you. And Awake, and Tammy, and Divine Empress, and Anne from Queens, and Alabama, and Miami, and Southern Swaziland. Yes, Southern Africa, Swaziland. Okay. And okay. And I'll be talking to you guys real soon. Namaste. Peace.